Hey, our targets are working again today.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so random, it's ridiculous. What does the archery target read to you sitting out there in front?
uh, practice archery target and practice dummy.
Yeah, okay, interesting. I just took a screenshot, I'll share. If I can find my screenshots. All right, quiet on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the VMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with two idiots misinterpreting the news so you don't have to. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we do something that doesn't seem to be something.
I don't know. I
and
think
you
the
do
intro
something
said,
else.
"We misinterpret the news." Those two idiots.
The intro said that?
The intro says it almost every day. Actually,
Hmm.
half the time the intro actually says that. The other half the time it just tells you how wonderful we are bringing you the news. Tina already starting in, so let's go ahead and get it started here on Truck
Yeah.
Awesome Friday.
There, giveaways now open just for you there,
Giveaways
Tina.
are now open. Good morning, Novia from Bridge Troll. What's up, BT? What's up, Tina? How's it going out there, folks? See a whole bunch of other people strolling on in. Gorix, Channelcoff, Serpent Wine, Dracos, another viewer, Fox Try,
Another
Eve, Midnight,
TV viewer.
Photos, other
Yeah.
TV viewer, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? And welcome to Fruck Awesome Friday. Is Bridge Troll? Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and hit that up for you. Bridge Troll's got mentoring at the Iron Hall Training Grounds going on this afternoon for your training pleasure. Total fall in the bacon. Or is that fail? Total fail in the bacon?
It's
Bacon!
Where-
Bacon.
total fail in the bacon. And it's
Are you trying to cook bacon while naked? That's a total fail. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bridget Royal is mentoring somewhere.
Bridget Roll. That's right. Not Royal.
No, Royal is in Twitch. Bridget Royal is in Twitch.
Oh, well.
Bridget Roll is in game.
Gotcha.
It's like
Because it's spelled Royal, Roil, not Royal. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And he could have gone with like the capital I to try to make it like somewhat confusing instead of the lowercase I. Okay. So
It is what it is, but yes, Fruck Awesome Friday! Exclamation! I love free shit to get in on the giveaway. Happens at the end of the stream, unless of course you make that little bar move on both of our streams, and then we'll do more giveaways, play some marbles, do all sorts of crazy wild stuff around here.
yeah, something like that.
So what do we got in the news today, Jack?
Oh man, the
Not a whole lot.
Twitterverse is popping. As long as you're not looking at the Shroud of the Avatar page or the Catnip Games page.
The big donut. Big donut.
Whole lot of not much.
Whole lot of nothing. So
although Elgarian did tweet out like a video for the hooded Lich Helm.
the hooded Lich Helm, where would that be? On the actual Shroud?
Oh, Palace Ruins. It's how to get the hooded Lich Helm.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know he had a hooded Lich Helm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridge Troll, severely disappointing on how we've come into grinding halt on any kind of information coming out at all these days. Been almost a whole week without any real updates.
Well, we can talk about like that weekly update that's on the Shroud of the Avatar main page. The weekly update. Oh.
You mean the weekly update section that should no longer be the weekly update because we don't any longer have weekly updates?
We don't have weekly updates.
That
Yeah.
one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
We haven't had weekly updates for months. Yeah. And we could talk about that stand-up corner where we're gonna let you guys know
those enhanced patch notes that'll be updated.
Yeah, those enhanced patch notes that are gonna have more information, including
that
like,
blog that'll be up to date because all that good stuff. Yeah, so.
Well, Tweeterverse is pretty much dead, Sentinel. Unless it's like I've got 20 updates, but it's not Shroud stuff. It's probably like
I actually have 25
updates
on that page, but not a single one of them has anything to do with Shroud apparently. And thank goodness. Again, my tweeter retweeters and stuff like that catch a whole bunch of stuff and give me updates. I actually blow out the max number of retweets I can do with my auto tweeter, and it just
300 bits from
Bridge Troll.
Yeah,
hitting us up. Let's see. That's gonna qualify Bridge Troll for a mystery game key. Let's see what he's got.
Is the official website for the latest Shroud news catnipgames.com?
Is there such a thing? I don't think so.
There's a 404 at catnipgames.com.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Catnipgames.com 404.
And Bridge Troll's got himself a copy of Interplanetary Enhanced Edition. $14.99, usually on sale at 80% off. Currently $2.99 on Steam. But thank you, Bridge Troll, for your support. Love you, man. And here is your game key. Enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
What game news do you want? PvP versus Fisherman is a thing now. Yeah, I know. We covered that last week. The PvP fishing contest.
The voluntary PvP fishing contest? Yes.
Absolutely. I was actually checking out some stuff. Any of you guys follow Viva La Dirt League?
Occasionally.
They did a whole half-hour thing on Balin's route. Have you seen that one yet? It is actually just funny as all get out. Um, the invulnerable fisherman who only says two lines and a laugh.
That 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 it's a good day for fishing. Uh-huh.
Good day.
That one?
Yeah. Morning. Good day for fishing, ain't it? Uh-huh.
That's like a couple of years old, man.
Well, is the Balin's route actually a couple years old? I thought it was something that came out new. Actually, do I have
Yeah. That is pretty old, man.
there it
It's a
is.
good thing that you're
I think this
keeping
is
up on
it.
the Viva la Dirt stuff.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
What? Oh, so they reused that Good Day for Fishing guy.
Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah. Balin's route was just released. That's what I thought. Treasure file.
Yeah.
Exactly what I thought. Got
But the Viva la Dirt thing with the Good Day for Fishing is
Oh well,
a couple
that's
years old.
just his character. Yeah, but they've made an epic half-hour movie out of just that character. Is what they just did. Is what I was
That's
alluding
pretty
to,
funny.
and just yeah, I got a kick out of it. And if you haven't seen it, you know, and you're a fan of those guys, get out there and check it out. You know, one of the funny things I noticed in the credits, of course, is that they actually use their real names for those characters. So Alan is actually Alan, Balin is actually Balin, you know, so on and so forth. And they've carried those over to their characters. You know, they play um, in those skits, which is funny as all get out. But I just got a kick out of how they were able to you know, get him through that whole half-hour episode without saying anything but morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? And yeah, it was pretty impressive. That's all I got to say. Apparently, they got a Kickstarter for that, and they funded all that through Kickstarter. Cool music, cool effects, and of course, just some great stuff for something that was just a little skit that these guys started out with. If you haven't checked
Is
it
that
out,
on
YouTube, just
yeah.
search for Balin's route, however you want to pronounce it.
36 minutes.
Yeah.
There it is.
And it's got like what 1.5 million views already, or something like that. So, yeah.
1,000 people have 3.2 million subscribers, 1.8 million.
Yeah, I had 1.5
views.
when I saw it. Yeah, so we've got a couple 100,000 more views. Again, some cool stuff. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Some fun stuff for you. Kill 36 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
have that time today. I still
here,
haven't
kitty,
watched
kitty.
a video of. I had to do one of my calls this morning while driving.
While
and,
driving.
Yeah, and I asked someone else to lead it for me, even though it's my call. Well, I was.
You mean you could
getting,
afford gas over there in Texas?
Yeah, it's because Texas is not on the East Coast.
Yeah, well, last I saw, Texas had you know, some outages, not quite as many as everybody else, but you know, funny enough, I can't believe they paid $5 million in fucking ransom. I really can't believe they paid that, to tell you the truth.
Well, I can believe it just because it's one where their system was probably extremely antiquated, and
if you would have invested $100,000 in a backup system, you would have saved yourself
what?
$4.something million.
So lads, that idea right there, it's like if certain oil refineries had spent $1 million in preventative maintenance, they would not have killed 100 people during an explosion.
Yeah.
I mean, that same logic gets applied, but then
absolutely.
comes to
absolutely.
yeah. So I believe that they paid it because they realized that it's gonna completely cripple them, and they'll use whatever insurance to pay for that money.
Oh, interesting. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know if that's
you didn't.
insurable or not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eve
Whatever.
Midnight. That is the government. Unfortunately, the oil pipelines are not owned by the government. They're owned by those capitalist scum that everybody hates so much out
And
there.
even though
As
the
they,
official policy might be we will not negotiate with terrorists, they always do.
yeah.
They always do.
And how did they pay it? They had to go and buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin because that's the
See,
only currency that they accept for those things.
the funny thing about that is you have to remember that Bitcoin's got a public ledger. So all of that money is going to be tracked. And then it's like you find that final distribution point, and then you can turn around and figure it out. There are other altcoins that are completely untraceable, not mentioning what they are,
You
but
know,
yes, they
well,
do exist.
if that was the case, then why do all scammers, why do all people on the dark web use Bitcoin if it can be traced? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Well, they track the wallet where the funds end up.
Again,
Yeah.
if it's that easy, then why are all the
Oh,
hackers and everybody using it?
it's not easy, man.
Oh well,
It's
yeah,
possible. It's just not
yeah.
easy.
Thank you. Is yeah.
Yeah, and sooner or later they are going to just trace that Bitcoin, and you can track the wallet and the IP. So
Now, funny thing is, these guys who are doing this, from what my understanding, have actually formed a corporation, and their corporation is based on making money off suckers who pay them for the ransomware. These guys are actually organized, from what I've been reading and finding out, which is funny as all get out because you registered a corporation for illegal activities, and apparently nobody's got any problems with that in registering said corporation.
did they register it in Delaware?
Yeah, good possibility. Yeah, good possibility. Maybe it was in Washington. I don't know.
Minimal amount of taxes. Yeah.
But anyway, is yeah, Texas produces a lot of its own oil anyway, doesn't it? They keep some of that there at home instead of shipping it all over the place.
Well, we ship a lot of it out.
Yeah, well, out of the Gulf, I know. But anyway, moving right
because
along.
you have to remember that there's different types of oil, and so you're really looking for is the light sweet crude.
The guy who got rich off the petroleum byproduct, you all know it today as Vaseline. So somebody found out that if you can use that for stuff, and all the byproduct is now something you all use every single friggin' day.
I haven't used Vaseline in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I know. Now you use water-based lubricants. I know.
Well, I've never used Vaseline because it clumps. But yes, B Striker, thank you for that raid. But yes, we do have some Shroud stuff to discuss, including a wish list request because someone wants something smaller.
Smaller. Yeah, see, this one I didn't get. This is from a couple days back. I had it queued and never got to it. But
I need a tiny sized POT entrance, the size of a jewel cube. Glowing or not going can be switched on or off like a light. It doesn't matter about the light as long as it's tiny for a nested POT. That would make for a good way to semi-hide a nested pot. Yet still act as any normal nested pot entrance with the message there's a fast travel entrance nearby. There's another way to do that. Get an underground one. Because who really knows to look for those rocks?
Well, the underground ones came with several different variants for
Yeah.
entrances, which, had I known when I owned an underground, I sold my underground a long time ago because nobody ever came to it. And most underground POTs just seem to be, underground caverns that nobody uses. A great concept. I enjoyed it, but again, I got rid of mine because just wasn't serving the purpose I hoped it would. But my question is, what exactly is it he's looking for? Is he looking for like the balloons that are placeable? Because other nested POTs, I believe, are developer placed entrances, aren't they? When you have
Well,
nested
well,
POTs, you have
he
to have developer placed entrances.
what he really wants to do is to hide a nested POT and have a story related to it. It's I'm gonna get Time Lord's not here to actually clarify this, but think of a little movie you may or may not have watched that it starred Will Smith, where he dressed in a black suit and there was a cat that had a little jewel on its necklace that was an entire universe. And yes, I'm referring to Men in Black.
Yes.
Um, so essentially, he's like going with a similar kind of idea. I want a very small object that's placeable that's actually the link to the nested pot that I can place somewhere. And then it's like,
So
ooh, you
So
found
he's
this
looking for a
mysterious place.
town teleporter is basically what he's looking for then.
Yes.
Not a
Yes.
POT entrance, but a town
A
teleporter would be
town teleporter. Yeah.
right. Now, of course, if we post something stating that he's looking for a town teleporter, most likely it'll get censored by the censor police. So we're not even going to bother commenting on that because, as I noticed, Bridge Trolls got censored again. Was that twice in 2 weeks there, Bridge Troll? You got censored?
Oh, where did Bridge Troll get censored?
I don't actually have that queued, but he did post, and I think he posted it after you mentioning yours getting censored as well, because he apparently did the same thing. Now, the other thing I was curious about is whether the topic was changed to submitted before or after you actually made your commentary, because that will change when they change the actual post. So even if you submitted before and then if they go ahead and add submitted to it, it changes in your post as well. So, do you know if you put it in before it was submitted or after it was submitted? Yeah, I
What
know,
was he
Bridge
talking
Troll.
about? The Emperor's New Clothes?
No, it was something else. He can chime in and tell us. 'Cause
Yeah.
it may have said submitted, but who knows? That means verified. Yeah, verified means verified, which means somebody actually verified it, and after it gets verified, then it gets submitted to the dev team. So submitted means that it's actually been verified and given to the dev team for fixing. Is my understanding of all that. So yeah. Again, why we don't post stuff?
Yeah.
Look up Avatar UO Stratix Rares Guide, and I never used the forums again.
Yeah. Okay, Lily. Lily's been
Yeah, well,
extra
that
needy
that
this
that that
morning.
that that again, I noticed that also. Congratulations to you, but and good luck because yeah, he joined the Bug Brigade, and even as part of the Bug Brigade, he's adding information, and they're silencing their own now. So you really know
Hey,
it's getting bad when they're silencing their own Bug Brigade out there. Did anybody look at that to say, "Oh, he's a Bug
it
Brigade member. I should probably just
yeah,
leave that alone"? But no, that apparently doesn't matter either. Yeah.
because your work is valuable.
Did you actually get that as a response? That's not necessary. Not necessary at all. But
I don't think they actually says I don't think they actually said
SDFU.
shut the fuck up. He just thinks that they could be kinder in their responses to their own team and to other people about, hey, I'm removing this because this really should go elsewhere.
Again.
Yes, it's already been verified. Yes, thank you for your time. We're going to go ahead and remove it, or just lock
your
the post or
overlords
whatever.
don't want your information being shared because we're allowed no freedom of speech anywhere anymore. Dude. Don't say it if it's not PC. Yeah.
Laz, you're operating within a private space, and they can censor you as much as they want.
Didn't we pay for that
the
private
government?
Space? Didn't we pay for that private space? Didn't we pay for that private space? Hello. Hello. Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought.
You paid for it without the intent of being able to say whatever the fuck you want to. And you did not pay for that.
Yeah. Not their time. They're unpaid volunteers. Yeah.
That's when we're, remember, Origin was sued for their counselor program of unpaid volunteers.
Yes.
So what are we now relying upon? Unpaid volunteers to do all of the QA work.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Okay. But please look up the word volunteer, which is rooted in the word voluntary. Okay.
Well, yeah. You know what?
You volunteered your fucking time with the assumption that you were doing so for no compensation. So whoever brought the lawsuit and won, which they did. I don't know what court let that go by, but you should have just started with the definition of volunteer. You know, when I go volunteer at the food bank, I don't expect compensation for doing that job. When I volunteer my time for the Buck Brigade,
I think it's because they were scheduling shifts for those volunteers.
Well, yeah. Even then, they schedule shifts for the food bank. You know, you're scheduled. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you volunteer your time at the church. You volunteer your time to save the planet. You volunteer. You know, you don't expect compensation when you are a volunteer. Just
depends on what you're volunteering for.
Yeah.
It's like, I know some people will volunteer for things, events for discounts on tickets and other things. I know people that volunteer at South by Southwest for free badges.
Well, again, that's with the promise of compensation. Yeah, but
and it's never a good idea to treat your volunteers like crap.
Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. Yeah, and Bridge Troll, you're absolutely right. In his post, he said that. He says he doesn't mind. He just wants to know what the fucking rules are because he doesn't learn well from the rudeness. And that's basically what it is because, no macroing. Except when it's okay to macro, because we really like to know what the rules are on macroing because it's allowed, but it's not allowed.
Macroing was originally allowed.
Still is allowed.
Then they refined it again.
It's not allowed.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about some kitty cats real quick because apparently this one just sticks me in the side because person looking for advice and then does not take the advice.
Wait. Which one are we talking about?
Black cat.
Black cat non-combat. I would like to buy a black cat non-combat pet in the Kodo store, but first I would like to answer some questions. The text says that the cat follows you wherever you go. I understand that wherever you go means that he will come with me through the pot and anywhere in the world, even if I leave my house. If the cat accompanies me on my adventures, he may die, and I imagine that I'll be able to revive him just as I revive my combat pet. There is also a limited time to resurrect him. If I don't realize that he is dead, do I lose the cat forever? How is the cat invoked? I take it for granted that my combat pet and the cat can accompany me at the same time. Is that correct?
So
The
no, that
store
is
pet.
not correct. First off, you can't
No,
have both out.
I was going to go to the answers.
Yeah.
A store pet is not the same as a tamed one. You will get the item that looks like a whistle, but it is not a whistle necklace and is not worn or used with taming skills. It's like the whistle you can use summon Samuel when you're in a quest when he's available. If you place the whistle directly on a property, the cat will be deco and will stay with you. Will stay on the property. If you double click the whistle in the inventory or use it from your non-combat bar, the cat will spawn as your pet, taking up the pet slot. You can only have one, not one stored and one summoned or tamed pet. If it dies, you can simply resummon it, same as Samuel, without resurrect. There's no time limit to summon it as it's not considered dead. Thank you very much, Ali. After reading,
Oh,
I
that's
bought
nice.
my kitten. But my disappointment is that he does not follow me since he magnetizes like the rest of the pets. Huh.
Yeah, so more likely than not, this person did not read the information given upon where you can double click your pet, and I was disconnected. I don't know what the hell happened there.
Oh, you're disconnected from the game.
Yeah, magnetize. Yeah, magnetizes.
Yeah. Hold on. I've got a cat pet somewhere.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna pull that out when I realized that I was off and I wasn't connected there. And where did you go? You just
I'm just on my lot, just turning
did
around
I have my pets?
looking for a cat. It's in one of these.
I can use the miniature greyhound pet that I have on me. I think he works now. He doesn't work the same way, does he? Let me go
Yeah,
get
he
my
will.
bag of pets. Let me go get my bag of pets because I got a whole bag of them somewhere. I think they're over here.
I have cats somewhere in one of these chests. Nope, those were all cameras.
Are my pets in here? Or are they in the other one? Are they in the
Catapults
bank?
are not the cats that I want.
Nope, I think they're in the bank.
Where are my cats?
That is another thing. I could have sworn that I had the black cat. I'll have to verify that once I grab this bag out of the bank. Bear with me while my bank loads because I have a shitload of stuff in the bank. Artwork. Where are my pets?
It's going to be funny when it's not listed as a cat, and I did all this searching for a cat that is not going to bear any fruit.
I don't know. I have a whole bag of pets someplace.
Man, I got a lot of shit.
Did I leave it on the lot over here? Maybe that's where it is. Maybe it's right behind me. I leave my bag of pets back here. Small bag. Recipes.
I don't know where it's at.
I leave it in there. No, I don't know where the hell all my pets are.
Let's see. Here, we'll do this. The cylindrical automaton decoration pet.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to use the miniature greyhound pet.
Double click on it in your inventory.
That one brings him up. Yeah. And he should follow, right? At that point?
Yeah. He's just taking his sweet ass time to follow.
Yeah, they do that.
It's like, come on.
Hey, with a whole 2 hit points. And then if you want to place them as deco and make them magnetize, you just drag it. And yeah, if only we could find them.
There. He's following a little better. Except that's funny. The pet will not cross a property boundary.
Really?
Yeah. So look. Oh, now he decided. Before he was like hung up. But yep, that is there. But yeah, the pet will follow. You just have to be very confused about the way that it follows.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And if you want to use said pet, then you need to just, follow the rules and do what they're doing.
And watch it die.
Yeah. We're moving right along.
Okay. So double click on the inventory and watch it follow. Ooh, so hard. Moving right along.
Trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with this chair.
Do we want to talk about like some airy fund discussion?
We could. There isn't much to discuss there. Again.
Well, no one other than the board members actually knows this, though.
Well, yeah. Again, we were expecting an announcement and some.
It never materialized.
Finality and some, other things to take place. Yes. But I will let you take the lead on that, and because your verbiage will probably be a lot better than my verbiage ever would be. So
a while ago,
after several years,
the Airy Fund, who was supporting various members of the community in need, we raised about $100,000 or so. I can't remember the exact dollar figure. It may have been 250,000.
Well, I know remember. In our first year we gave away close to 100,000 in just the first year.
The first year.
I know we raised more than that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Raised and gave away a lot of money. But the Airy
Fund
a
metric
board,
shit ton of money to avatars in need.
In need, yes. The Airy Fund board voted to go ahead and dissolve and let someone else take up the torch and sally forth. So if you go to the Airy Fund website today, it's going to tell you that it is no longer active. The last campaign that was run was the one that was supposed to have an announcement tied to it that this was the Airy Fund's last hurrah, but that announcement never came about. But yes, the Airy Fund is no more.
Yes. Now, many of you, and I'm going to see, this is probably still in the notes down here, so let me just jump to this real quick if I can find it.
Oh, no, Bridge Troll, you did not win the kill the Airy Fund. It had already been decided before that.
Yeah, there's actually a couple releases gone by that it should still be there, but it's not. But yeah, the last two things we did, well, the last one we did was for the family of Catherine Rose. That was the last one that was publicly available, where we did that auction with the studio, and we matched the funds, which was we matched $4,700, which I believe went to Bridge Troll. Bridge Troll with the
Bridge Troll
$4,700 donation for the Lord of the Isle. in which the Airy Fund matched dollar for dollar. We were going to match up to $5,000. Would have liked to have seen that. As well, did we actually donate to the fund where I forget which developer lost their wife? Do something with that as well? I forget. I tell you the truth, because we did so much. I forget. You looking for it? Taking
No.
it.
I'm being summoned to a work meeting
Oh, fun.
that I don't want to join. Because someone wants to have lots of people talking about something, and I'm like, hey,
Something that could have been
make
solved with a text or an email.
make them. I mean, it's like they are asking for work, which means they're asking for custom development. Write up that statement of work, submit it to them, and have them pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. Again, it was Melissa
Yeah.
Gilbert, I think it was one and only's wife had passed away. Was it one and only?
Yes. Yes.
That's the
One
one
and
I
only.
was referring to, but
But I have to go to a work meeting and go
and
cry.
it was only his wife. He didn't lose his wife and his daughter.
His kids. There's new
What?
baby and then two other
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, but the way it's being talked about was he lost his wife and daughter. No,
No, it was
they
just his
had a
wife.
newborn daughter, who is left with motherless, is what it was.
Yeah.
Now the baby
No.
was just born, is what the problem was. He was stuck with a newborn baby right before his wife passed away, unfortunately. But anyway, yes, and then of course we had one last hurrah. There was some funds left in the Airy Fund, and instead of running another campaign, it was decided that we would take the remaining funds and throw them towards this last campaign. And you want to tell everybody about what that was in a nutshell? Or not? Okay, so he's had to take this call, so I will jump over here. Hang on a second. I will just fill you in briefly because I have to actually go. It was actually for Ander Tiana Zazariz. You'll know that we have mentioned him a lot. Ander Tiana, a big supporter of the game, a big supporter of the Airy Fund, and of course, just an overall nice guy. Uh, Used to be part of the Sarah and Andar show as well, right here on WRFB. But he had some problems, and he became homeless due to severe weather damage to his home, and it was going to cost a whole bunch of money. And the pictures and the devastation and all that stuff was just really bad. So we took the last remaining $6,500 in our coffers, and we decided to dedicate that to his cause, to help fix up his home and get him back on his feet and get him back unhomeless, um, during his time of need. And of course, we thought, somebody who supported us through the years, Ander Tiana, did a lot with raffles that we had over the years, throwing lots of money, buying items to help support other charities, and we thought it was in the best interest to go ahead and use that final funding that we had to help out one last avatar. Now, for those of you who don't know, we had a board of 7 members, and of course, we never took a penny for that. The The only thing that went towards operating expenses was things like insurance, website fees, things that actually had to be paid. We were volunteer board members where we take no compensation over the years. We just donated our time and energy to help do good. For those of you who don't know what the ARI Fund stood for, it was short for the Avatar's Emergency Relief Initiative, shortened down to ARI. Had nothing to actually do with the town of Erie, but we liked it because, it seemed to have a nice tie-in. A lot of people thought that we based it on that. But throughout the years, we were able to help loads and loads of avatars out there. Everything from getting the original Iron Maiden chemo relief fund. We raised $55,000 for that fund. He only wanted 25, which is how the Airy Fund really came into existence. We've helped people with cancer. We've helped people with homelessness. We've helped people who, lost their hot water heaters and air conditioners. Just people in bad situations throughout the years who needed it, and we were happy to serve and help in any way we could, and proud to have been a member of the Airy Fund, along with my partner and others, Avatar Thex, Justin, Wolftum, trying to get everybody's names in there, Bob, and Arius, all were other board members, and of course, everybody took time. Arius took some time to build a lot of events that we did live for streams, and of course, we did good. But it's finally come to a point where it's no longer feasible. We no longer had support of the game studio like we had early on, and of course, we're just happy that we were able to do what we did in the time we did. So I want to thank you all for your support to the Airy Fund over the years, and thank everybody for all their help. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But moving right along, Bridge Troll, speaking of trolls out there, wants to know if we can get. But you don't want it craftable? You want some pixel crack, Bridge Troll? And that's exactly what we did there, Tina. Is the last I think $20,000 that we had been sitting around for about quite a bit of time, and we just, instead of raising more funds and starting new, I bet you did. And yeah, instead of raising more funds and trying to continue on, we just used the remaining funds that were left and put those out to good causes where we could. So again, thank you for all your support over time. Some of you may have some cloaks from some of our events. Some of you may have some mugs. Some of you may have the tiny tree pet that we had and all that. But Bridge Troll would like to see an ornate podium out there. He'd like that they introduce a fancier podium, the old wooden one, if nice for outdoor stuff, but something more formal would be nice for meeting rooms and the like. Something along these lines with basic heraldry, where you could put some heraldry in over there, would also be nice. Again, yeah, well, we've had that conversation several times. For every item goes in the Krodo store, we'll make a craftable one. Well, we're still waiting. And I believe we will be waiting for quite some time on that. Is don't make promises if you're not going to keep them, folks, because I'm going to jump over to this one, because while this one could be something we could go on forever on, let's go ahead and do this, because this is a hot topic out there. This comes from Odyssey 2001. Says, well, another nerf, and out she goes. Bard Tree, a tonal aria. Well, the 20 to 40% decrease in the most useful skill in the tree, Otonia aria. What the fuck? it's the one thing to tweak here and there, but it's another thing to remove 40% of a skill's usefulness. Last week or so, they nerfed the air tree, which you use to accompany another bard skill, has a high focus and can be good for another bard skill, but the nerf blasted that out of the water, and now with this, I see the bard tree only good as backup for a group, and it's not good on its own now. If this was the intention of the devs all along, it would have been nice to have heard about this before we invest in the experience and time in it. Unless they did and I missed it, which, no, you're right. They didn't. It's all for balance because they don't think about these things before they do it. Although the XP we can get back with the book of unlearning, but the time, well, that we cannot get back, and it's disappointing. I must admit one thing about some negative reviews I read. It seems that every 2 or 3 months there is a tree or a skill that gets such a big nerf that it trashes and upsets all the users that invested in it. The disappointment is real, and just because the data from the dev's point of view seems to justify it, if we much ask if the cure is worse than the illness. And of course, this has gone on to spur quite a bit of conversation, which I'm not going to get into, but absolutely, this is one of them things we were talking about. And yes, Shroud math, folks. I don't care whether you like it or dislike it, it's Shroud math. Um, if you're going to make something, take the time, make it, UA it, make sure it's not out of balance before putting it live, letting everybody run with it for 6 months, and then going, oh, well, I saw this in practical use the other day, and it's way overpowered, so now we've got to go redo the Shroud math because it's overpowered and it's not in balance with all the other skills out there. Well, you know what? Um, as a chef, I was a damn good chef, but do I put myself up there with Gordon Ramsay? No, Gordon Ramsay is top-notch chef. You know, brutal entrepreneur, and I tell you what, actually, I would say my mean streak was probably worse than his. I would throw people physically out of my kitchen. At least he just yells at them. Actually, he's thrown people out, but I would physically throw them out, like grab them by the back of the collar and say, "Get the fuck out of my kitchen." But you know, that doesn't make, just because he's a chef and I'm a chef doesn't put us in equal footing. You know what I'm saying? Just because you've got such good skills in a magic tree doesn't mean I'm going to be as good implementing that magic tree as you are, even if we have the same stats. My use might be different from your use. His use of a knife is much different from my use of a knife. Your use of a blade in combat is different from my use of a blade in combat. So yeah, serpent wine, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, Crossfire, absolutely. Initially, that's what we thought, but then he made the Bard tree a whole tree, just like a Fire Mage. He didn't add it as support skill, so that let's get over here. The thing would have been, if you wanted to make Bard support, you would have added a Bard skill to the Fire tree. You would have added, excuse me, a Bard skill to the Sun tree to support it. You would have added a Bard skill to the Earth tree. You wouldn't have made it a whole new strategy class for Bard that made Barding by itself OP. And of course, many people know that the Bard Tamer is a build to be reckoned with if you have the right skills and all that good stuff. But again, we talked about this balance again the other day. If you want balance, then um, the flame fist should be equal to, I shouldn't say light, the first, but again, you get the picture. It should be equal to the stone fist, which should be equal to the tap soul. That first one and every one should be equal to the other. Air shield should be equal to fire shield, should be equal to earth shield, and they should have the same math and make them equal. Not this one is this way, this one is that way, this one. If you want balance, make them all equal. Because you don't use a condom. Like, use a condom. John Paxlayer with 200 bits. That's going to get a quote from Lazarus Long. And Sean, we can play a game and finish out Fruck Awesome Friday with a game. All you got to do is shout it out. Quotes from Lazarus Long. Place your clothes and weapons where you can find them in the dark. Because you never know when you have to grab them, and or you can just sleep. Woohoo! Another 100 bits from that fucker Sean. Thank you, Sean. I should know. Sean wants track number 69. Is that right? No, he's going to go random. All right, we'll do a random. As we close out Fruck Awesome Friday, we're going to hit random a couple times, make it truly random. And with that, at the end of the show, at the end of this race, I will be pulling 2 giveaways. I'll pull one for the race. I'll pull one for the end of the show. So make sure you're all raffled up. I don't think Jack has got his marbles. I don't think he's paying attention to us. So I'm going to click start in 3, 2, 1. If he's paying attention, he's not. And we're going to be playing the Funnel 2 to close out Fruck Awesome Friday. Thanks to Sean Paxlayer. And of course, looking forward to seeing you and Econdis next Friday, just a week from today. I'll be meeting up with those guys and my friends in Brooklyn, getting together for some cocktails, some dinner on Friday night in Brooklyn. Of course, if you're in the area, hit me up. You're more than welcome to come join us. And Sean, for the life of me, I can't find that damn watch. I could have sworn I gave you the watch, and then I could have sworn that I've had it around here, but I do have something else for you that goes. You may or may not be able to use it, but at least you'll be able to add it to your collection. I don't know. Should I show everybody? I think this was something I once put up for a monthly prize as well that nobody ever claimed. Not a puppy. All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody as we head on down the funnel. Got a couple funnels here. Who's going to be first out of the gate? It's anybody's guess as we rim the blue hole. Round and round and round they go. Who comes out? It's Bridge Trolls. Flaming Bag of Poo in the lead. Go BT. Got himself a nice lead. But this is marbles. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, he's just off, taking it to himself. Sentinel trying to catch up. We'll see when we get down here. Oops. He's going to get catapulted forward. Into the colander. And now people are starting to catch up. First one to drop, Bridge Troll. And into the next funnel. Who gets the good drop? Sentinel looks like he's got an edge on it, and he may just take it. Sentinel does. Leaving Bridge Troll rimming the hole. Sentinel missing that speed boost. Bridge Troll finally makes it out. And Sentinel in for the win. Ridge Troll, you was robbed. You was robbed. Congratulations, Sentinel, as we get you some in-game scrolls. Sentinel. There he is. He is a winner. And we'll get him some scrolls. Make sure you're raffled up, folks, because again, I'm going to be pulling 2 here in just a moment. And you got to be in it to win it. Okie dokie, there you go. Congratulations to you. And Bridge Troll just making sure that he's into it. He's got to go. Got to go toss a salad. Ooh. All right, we are going to get back over here. We are going to close out the giveaway. We're going to pick our first winner from the race, and that is Woblip. Woblip, you've got yourself a copy of Lovecraft's Untold Stories.
Oh man, you're gonna love the name of that the game that Manelkoff won on my stream.
Oh,
you're gonna love this. Deployment.
And Manelkoff, $14.99 for Lovecraft's Untold Stories.
$10.
And our next winner is going to be John Paxslayer. And he's got himself a copy of Project Cars Game of the Year Edition. Going out to that fucker, Sean. And Game of the Year Edition is $19.99 on Steam. So congratulations. $14.99 going out to Manelkoff. $19.99 going out to that fucker, Sean. And of course, we will be back with more on Monday right here on NBNN. Reminder, next week and the week after will be short weeks for us. So don't forget to tune in for the couple days that we will be here next week. And of course, we'll be back on Monday. Till then, I'm Laz. That's Jack.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll see you all on Monday.
So what did I miss?